Hey, going to start right on time tonight. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar, and this is a landmark day because I have my new computer hooked up, my Mac Mini M1, and so everything should be better tonight. I know we've had some glitches in the past, but now that I've gotten my new Mac M1 hooked up, I think we're going to fly like an eagle or eagles. So thank you for peeking in on Steve's Virtual Piano Bar tonight. I'm just getting over a cold. You can probably tell my voice is a little bit hoarse. But we've got Murray and Murphy here. I didn't turn the lights on tonight. Oh well. I've got these lights on, so we've got the main lights, the spotlights. The theater lights. So we're going to start right in and play a little old standard. I'm going to go all the way back to 1924. And a song by Isham Jones and Gus Kahn. It's actually in public domain now. That's how old this song is. Public domain. It just went into public domain within the past year or so. It was featured in a movie with Harry Connick Jr. back in around 1989. And you'll recognize it. It had to be you. It had to be you. I wandered around, finally found, hi Amy, somebody who could make me be true, could make me be blue, and even be glad just to be sad, thinking of you. Some others I've seen might never be mean, never be cross or try to be boss. They wouldn't do. Oh, nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. It had to be you. Some others I've seen, they would never be mean and never be cross or try to be boss. They wouldn't do. Nobody else gave me a thrill. With all your faults, I love you still. It had to be you, wonderful you. Had to be you. It had to be you. Wonderful you, it had to be you. Oh yeah, had to be me. So, excuse me if I've got a little cough, getting over this cold. And it's not COVID. I took a COVID test. It was negative. I didn't think it would be positive because I had the same cold my son had when I visited him in Traverse City, and I think he passed it along to me, and he tested negative for COVID too. But it was a little bit of a thing, but it's almost over now. I feel way better today than I did yesterday. But if I'm going to cough, I'll turn the mic off. There. Well, how's everybody doing? Hi, Amy. Nice to see you tonight. I have some interesting stuff going on. I'll talk about it more as the evening goes on. But my son, my oldest son, who lives in Virginia, I don't get to see him very often, but he went out to L.A. to do some recording with his band from Virginia. He lives in Virginia. A producer flew his band out to L.A. to do some recording, and now they need some keyboard parts. And my son said to the producer, my dad's a better keyboard player than the studio guy you have here. And the producer said, "Oh yeah, sure." He goes, "Well, check him out online." And so the producer checked me out online and said, "Hey, we got to get this guy in on the recordings." So I'm going to be doing some recordings to add to their session. I don't think I'm going to. I won't be going to L.A., but I'll probably be going to Detroit to do to a studio down in Royal Oak to do some session work to remotely add some tracks to their session, their LA session. So that's exciting. To me, that's exciting. Just a lot of fun. And I get paid for it too. So very cool. Okay, I'm going to do an instrumental because my voice, I have to be very delicate, very gentle with my delicate voice tonight. So this is called Point Siena. And thanks to Ahmad Jamal for giving this arrangement to us. A beautiful song. Point Siena. Hi, Ginger. Oh yeah. Point Siena. It's time for a ballad. When Ginger said hello, I thought of the song that you used to request. I hope you still like it. It's called Moonlight in Vermont. All right. Moonlight in Vermont. That's the song I used to play some of my earliest gigs. I used to play when I was 14 years old because I was copying my dad. That was one of the songs my dad played a lot. So I was playing a lot of the same songs he did. And Moonlight in Vermont is like an old song from the 30s. And that was who I was playing for, those private parties back in Crystal Lake and Bull Valley and in Barrington Hills. Used to play tons of those private parties. It seemed like people had more parties back then. Every weekend, honestly, there was a cocktail party, I don't think there was any excuse. Like, didn't have to be a birthday or anything. People would just get together for these fairly large-sized cocktail parties. Barrington Hills, seemed like there was a cocktail party going on every week, and I was playing a lot of them. And then, of course, Bull Valley, they had parties. Crystal Lake would have private parties. I remember that song came to mind because I know people when I see them come into the piano bar by their songs. Sometimes I remember their songs easier than I remember their names. Of course, I remember your name, Ginger, but I mean, I would see people and I'd say, hey, I remember you. You like that song, Sunny Side of the Street. And they say, yeah, how did you know? I don't know your name, but I know what song you like. And that's how it is. Sometimes I'll know people by their songs. That song that I played first, It Had to Be You. I might play it again later because I'm gonna do a little video on that song. It's public domain now, but it has an interesting history. Originally, it was popular as an instrumental, but it has great words to it too. So, Chet Baker did a lot of great songs. I'm going to do a couple of his songs. one point I did a Chet Baker special, it seems like. That was in Sedona at the St. Luke's Jazz Series. They had a chamber jazz series at St. Luke's Church in Sedona. And the Bishop David McManus created this series. I helped a little bit to create it. We would have great musicians coming up from Phoenix, sometimes from L.A. Some of the musicians even came from New York to play at the church, do the church concerts in Sedona, Arizona. And one of our themes was a Chet Baker special. And Chet Baker was a trumpet player, and he had such a lyrical style that it was just very captivating. It wasn't. He could play fast too, but he wasn't. He was more known for his lyrical style and just captivating melodic improvisations. So I'll try to do a little bit of that. But he also picked great songs, and one of the songs he was known for was "Let's Get Lost." I'll play it through once. Let's get lost, lost in each other's arms. Let's get lost, let them send out alarms. And though they'll think us rather rude, let's tell the world we're in that crazy mood. Let's defrost in a romantic mist. Let's get crossed off everybody's list. To celebrate this night we found each other. Ooh, let's get lost. Take it, Chet. Let's get lost, lost in each other's arms. Let's get lost, let them send out alarms. And though they'll think us rather rude, let's tell the world we're in that crazy mood. Let's defrost in a romantic mist. Let's get crossed off everybody's list. To celebrate this night we found each other. Ooh, let's get lost. Yeah. Chet Baker, let's get lost in a romantic mist. Let's get crossed off everybody's list. What great lyrics. Another song that Chet Baker did was a George Gershwin song, and I'm going to do that one now. But Not For Me. Hi, Barbie. Oh, old man sunshine, listen, you never tell me dreams come true. Just try it, and I'll cause a riot. Beatrice Fairfax, don't you dare ever tell me she will care. I'm certain it's a final curtain. Don't ever want to hear from any cheerful Pollyannas who tell you fate supplies a mate. It's all bananas. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. All lucky stars above, but not for me. 'Cause with each passing day, I found more clouds of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I guess she's not for me. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. All lucky stars above, but not for me. 'Cause with each passing day, I found more clouds of gray than any Russian play could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and also lack a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I guess she's not for me. I guess she's not for me. Yeah, the song by George Gershwin, but not for me. Oh, no. Ginger says their video screen is frozen. Is anybody else having that problem? Just to warn you, the internet here, where I am in Vanderbilt, Michigan, has been kind of finicky today. So even though I have my new computer, you can see my new computer here. Look on the screen there. It's up on the upper right there. That little cube here. That's my new computer. It's really much faster. It's much more reliable. So the computer should not be the problem. It would have to be the internet connection here. So I hope, okay, Amy says she's good. Okay. Ginger, if you're still having a problem with a frozen screen, you could try restarting your computer. I don't know. I guess that's a nuclear option. Okay. Another thing about that song, "It Had to Be You," by Isham Jones, was it was I already said it was featured in a movie featuring what's his name, Harry Connick Jr. It kind of started his career. That was a big song. But an interesting thing about that is that song kind of became really popular playing gigs where you play standards. You know, in this the traditional piano bars. All of a sudden, "It Had to Be You" became a really popular song to request or to play. But Harry Connick Jr.'s version, I don't even think held a candle to Sinatra's version, or Ray Charles' version for that matter. But anyway, I'd like to know your opinion. If you have an opinion, let me know. I'm open for requests right now, and it is too late. No, you can still request. I'm kidding. That was a joke. Bad joke. Okay. Ginger's back on track. That's good. Going to be doing some blues on January 21st. Going to have the trio in here with Jack Dryden. There he is, smiling, holding the bass, playing bass. And David Collini, who's going to be playing drums. You can see there on the far right in the background there. And hopefully we'll have a better background for our concert on the 21st. That's, going by the seat of our pants, that was a year and a half ago or so when we did our last concert together on the internet. So coming up January 21st, it's going to be a lot of fun. It'll be a Zoom concert, by the way. And there is a charge to get on, so feel free to contribute to the betterment of the lives of musicians. They're driving over here from Traverse City, which is a little bit of a trek, and they're giving up a Saturday night, so we want to try to pay the guys. So I apologize a little bit for that, but that's part of the showbiz, I guess. The music biz. Excuse me. I should turn the mic off. So, a little preview of the blues, some of the blues we're going to be doing. Duke Ellington had some great blues tunes, and one of them is called I'm Just a Lucky So-and-So. As I walk down the street, seems everyone I meet gives me a friendly hello. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. The birds in every tree are all so neighborly. They sing wherever I go. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. If you should ask the amount in my bank account, I'd have to confess that I'm slipping. But that don't worry me. Confidentially, I got a dream that's pippin'. When the day is through, each night I hurry to a home where love waits, I know. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. If you should ask the amount in my bank account, I'd have to confess that I'm slipping. But that don't worry me, 'cause confidentially I got a dream that's pippin'. And when the day is through, each night I hurry to a home where love waits, I know. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. I guess I'm just a lucky so-and-so. And we have a request for a moon dance. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance. Stars are up above in your eyes. A fantabulous night to make romance 'neath the cover of October skies. The leaves and the trees are falling to the sound of the breezes that blow. I try to please to your calling of your heart strength that sings sweet and low. You know the night's magic seems to whisper and hush. The soft moonlight seems to shine in your blush. And I just have one more moon dance with you, my love. And I just make some more romance with you, my love. Well, I want to make love to you tonight. Can't wait till the morning has come. I know now the time's just right. Straight into my arms you will run. To call my heart will be waiting to make sure that we're never alone. There and then all my dreams will come true, dear. And then I will make you my own. Every time that I touch you, you just tremble inside. And I know how much you want me there. You can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? Melody. You can sing along to yourself. Pretty simple melody. Yeah. Every time that I touch you, you just tremble inside. Then I know how much you want me there, but you can't hide. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Can I just make some more romance with you, my love? One more moon dance. Can I just have one more moon dance with you, my love? Well, that brings to mind a bunch of moon songs. I'm gonna do it. This one was done by Frank Sinatra. When they met, the way they smiled, I knew that I was through. Oh, you crazy moon, what did you do? When they kissed, they tried to say that it was just in fun. Oh, you crazy moon, look what you've done. Used to say to me, you know that it would never end. You should be ashamed to show your funny face, my friend. There they are, they fell in love. I bet you think you're smart. Oh, you crazy moon, you broke my heart. Used to say to me, you know that it would never end. You should be ashamed to show your funny face, my friend. There they are, they fell in love. I bet you think you're smart. Oh, you crazy moon, you broke my heart. Oh, you crazy moon, you broke my heart. All right. Let's see how the boys are doing. Hey, Murray here is on the left. Murphy is on the right. How you guys doing? Good. Hey, yeah, they like each other. They're cousins. But they come to all my shows, and they're very polite. They're always in a good mood, or never in a bad mood, at least, that I've ever noticed. Have you? I don't think so. No, they love it up here in the North Country, of course, because they're moose. What do you think? But I'm glad they appreciate piano music. They certainly are around my piano music a lot, so glad to have them here. Murray and Murphy. Yep. So, took me a while to get my computer configured because it's a new computer, and I thought I could just transfer the program over from my old computer, and you transfer the program, but then you have to configure the program because all the configurations that were on my old computer were lost. So all of a sudden I had to kind of hurry to get ready for the show tonight to get everything configured. But I didn't get everything, but I got what I needed to at least get started tonight. But the new Mac M1, it's blazingly fast, and it's great to have it. Then I was worried that the internet here would keep going out all afternoon, so keep our fingers crossed the internet stays working for the rest of the concert. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take a little break, maybe have a little, I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to play one more song. I don't know what. I'm, of course, open to requests, but let's see. Gershwin is always good. Or another Moon song. It's Richard Rodgers. Blue moon, you saw me standing alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Blue moon, you knew just what I was there for. You heard me saying a prayer for someone I really could care for. Then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. When I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Oh, blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. And then there suddenly appeared before me the only one my arms will ever hold. I heard someone whisper, please adore me. When I looked, the moon had turned to gold. Blue moon, now I'm no longer alone, without a dream in my heart, without a love of my own. Oh yeah, I can play that. That goes right into another blues song. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Oh, bluebird singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, I never saw things going so right. Never seen the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Oh, bluebirds are singing a song, nothing but bluebirds, bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, I never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my how they fly. Oh, blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies, nothing but blue skies from now on. Blue skies, yeah. All right, it's time. Yeah, I think I'll have a little, the old standby Clos du Bois. Miles isn't here tonight, so hey, Ron Melman is in the house. just in time for my break. Sometimes I was just saying earlier that I when I was playing in the piano bars a lot back in Chicago, I would see a lot of the same faces. I'd see a lot of the same faces, and I'd recognize people, but I wouldn't remember their names. But I would never forget what their favorite request song was. I'd know people by their songs. So, yeah, I can pass you a glass of wine. Someday, I wonder if in the future we're going to be able to do that. Going to figure out a technology for doing that. Listen for the pop. Did you hear it? It was kind of a measly pop. But I was just also saying, I don't think you were here, Ron. I got my new computer set up today. We've had some glitchiness in some of the broadcasts. And so I got a new Mac M1 Mini. And it's got the M1 chip in it. It's called the Mac Mini. And boy, is it blazingly fast. The only problem is I've had some problems with the internet, not related to my computer, but just problems here on the location here with the internet. It's been going in and out all day, so hopefully it'll last for the rest of the broadcast. So pouring the wine away from the keyboard. There we go. So here's a little tiny glass of wine. Cheers to everybody. L'chaim, Mazel Tov, and Slancha, Asante, and all that. And cheers to everybody, to your health. Yeah, it's my new toy. And here, I'll show you the computer is just a little cube. You can see it over here. And the computer part is actually on the top. No, wait. Yeah. The computer part is on the top, and on the bottom I have a little hub that I bought extra. It has more ports in it for different things to do. So I got the computer, extremely good price for the amount of computer power you get for that Mac Mini. The M1 chip's been out for maybe a couple of years, so the prices have been coming down. So for a fraction of the price it would have cost you for that computer power 3 years ago, it's a great deal. It's Piano on the Rocks International Festival. Oh, Piano on the Rocks. I must know you. Welcome to Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. Join me in a glass of wine if you have one. So, I'm open for requests, but I'm going to do a Duke Ellington song. Again, this is another song that I played on my early gigs when I was 14 years old. And when I first learned this song, I was so excited to learn this song that I was playing with a bunch of older guys. And they were already tired of the song by the time I learned it. And I said, I wanted to do this song multiple times during the gig that night. I'm playing with these older guys. And they just kind of rolled their eyes and said, okay, we'll play it. It's a good song. Yeah, it's a good song. Oh, it's Ron Millman, the Piano on the Rocks. There you go. That's cool. Cool picture you got there. Here, I can put it on the screen. You can see it. You can see the picture of the piano keyboard there. That's kind of cool. Piano on the Rocks with the Facebook picture. Yeah, love it. Very cool. So this is the song that I learned that I've got really very excited when I learned this song. A cigarette holder, it swings me over her shoulder. She digs me out, kitten, that satin doll. Now, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo, you're flipping. Speaks Latin, that swinging satin doll. She's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, ain't for no girl catching me. Switcheroonie, telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and Baton, my satin doll. Cigarette holder, which begs me over her shoulder. She digs me out catting that satin doll. Now, baby, shall we go out skipping? Careful, amigo. Speaks Latin, that satin doll. She's nobody's fool, so I'm playing it cool as can be. I'll give it a whirl, ain't for no girl catching me. A switcheroonie, a telephone numbers. You know I'm doing my rumbas with Uno and that's my satin doll. And that my swinging satin doll. Okay, another song from the Ellington repertoire I'm going to do now. I'm going to do an instrumental with my voice arrested. You can probably tell I'm just getting over a cold, actually. Feeling much better, but my voice is still kind of a little raspy. So give it a rest with this song. It's a beautiful melody. It was written by Billy Strayhorn, and it's called Daydream. Bewitched, bothered, and bewildered. Yeah. That's how I was feeling when I was at the peak of my cold a couple of days ago playing, and I would look out at the audience and I say, how am I getting through this with a cold? But the show must go on. That's what they say in showbiz. I just read the autobiography of Elton John, that guy was a crazy rock and roll guy, by any way you want to look at it. But he was so dedicated to performing. He counted for all the times he went on stage when he had flu or a relationship travesties in the worst pits of his life's experiences. He'd have to go on stage, especially when you're sick. Going on stage, it's really hard. But that was inspiring to see that he would be so dedicated to his performing. And but he's kind of retired now. I don't think he does. The guy you got to really admire is Paul McCartney. I think he's close to 80. He's either 80 years old or he's close to it. And he still goes out there and performs 3-hour shows. That guy is really dedicated to performing, and he's not retiring. It's just amazing. But some of the other guys like Elton John, Billy Joel, I think they're still healthy. They just retired from performing, and I guess they don't feel the need to perform anymore because they've made enough money to live on. Just, going back to that song that I played, the very first song of the night was "It Had to Be You." It had to be you. If you missed it, I'll play it again next session. How's that? But that song was written by Isham Jones, and he made so much money on that song that he retired. He had his band, Isham Jones Band, one of the earliest big bands, and he retired on his song royalties. I guess it was a giant song, huge song back in 1924 when the song came out as an instrumental, and only later was it a vocal. Isham Jones turned over his orchestra, or his orchestra became what was called a cooperative band. All the musicians invested in it and took equal share in the band. Unlike some other bands where, say, Glenn Miller, who would take 90% of the profits and give 10% to the musicians, Isham Jones' band became a cooperative. But it was eventually taken over by Woody Herman. So the Isham Jones kind of morphed into the Woody Herman band, and Woody Herman started his being leader of the band in the 30s sometime, I believe. And he was very dedicated to the blues. In fact, this band was called, it wasn't called the Woody Herman Band, it was called the Band That Played the Blues. How about that? That was kind of radical back in those days, back in the 30s. So let me do I think I could do a blues. Yeah. First of all, though, I'm taking my time tonight because going to take a sip of the vino. Vin. In French, it's vin. V-I-N. And you don't pronounce the N. Vin. Vin. I think in Italian it's vino. Is that correct? Or is that Spanish? I don't know my languages that well. But Percy Mayfield was a blues player and singer and composer back in the early 50s. He was the father of Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield wrote music in the 70s. He had one famous song, was a theme song from a movie or TV show, I can't remember, but Curtis Mayfield. Curtis Mayfield's dad was Percy Mayfield, the old blues guy. called Lost Mind. Well, if you would be so kind to help me find my mind, want to thank you in advance. Know this before you start, my soul's been torn apart. I lost my mind in a wild romance. My future is my past, this memory will last. I live to love the days gone by. Each day that come and go was like the one before. My mind's lost till the day I die. My words would fail me if I tried to describe her. I know she's not all she should have been. She was the devil with the face of an angel. Well, she was sweet and cruel and sweet as homemade sin. If you would be so kind to help me find my mind, I want to thank you in advance. Know this before you start, my soul's been torn apart. I lost my mind in a wild romance. Yes, I did. I got the blues, baby. Would fail me if I tried to describe her. Though I know she's not all she should have been. She was the devil with the face of an angel. Well, she was sweet and cruel and sweet as homemade sin. If you would be so kind to help me find my mind, I want to thank you in advance. For this before you start, my soul's been torn apart. I lost my mind in a wild romance. I lost my mind in a wild romance. Well, it's coming to that time. I'm going to have some sessions where I'm going to be playing a little longer, but tonight my voice is just a little bit weary, and I'm going to have to say goodnight. And see you Sunday, every Wednesday and Sunday, Steve's Virtual Piano Bar. And I'm going to try to round up some more people. I'm going to put a little Facebook ad out there. I keep talking about it, but I will do it. And I think we're going to get some more people who are interested in the great songs, the great old standards, the great American songbook, the blues, and all that stuff that I like to do. So thank you, everybody, for coming. And every time we say goodbye, I die a little. Every time we say goodbye, I wonder why a little. Why the gods above me, hey, must be in the know, but they think so little of me, they allow you to go. When you're near, there's such an air of spring about it. I can hear a lark somewhere begin to sing about it. There's no love song finer about how strange the change from major to minor. Every time we say goodbye, goodbye. Thank you all for coming. Steve's Virtual Piano Bar, and we'll see you next time every Wednesday and Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And don't forget, Sunday. No, that's Saturday. That's the Saturday. Oh, I got the wrong day up there. Saturday, January 21st, 8 p.m. Saturday. Okay. See you then. Adios.